What's up, dudes? It's Molly. Here is AP Energy class. This is for people who are really having a hard time with their dark night of the soul. So, the dark night of the soul is a complete collapse of a false reality, collapse of who you thought you were. And so I was just listening to music, getting ready to start doing my transmissions again. And all of a sudden, Spirit just guided me to do this. This is called the train and then the big train. And so the title of this lesson is, "Oh my fucking God, have I outgrown my religion? Collapse of false reality." So, here's the lesson. Now, that blurry spot, let's just address it. The blurry spot right there, that's from when I dropped my phone in the tomato soup. That's the only effects of what happened when I dropped my phone in the pot of the tomato soup. So we just all have to deal with it. All right. So here's the train of religions. And imagine this as one of those like graph things, like a pyramid shaped thing, and you're making your way to the top of it. Here is your religion. Your ego says this is the best one. So all of these people may be following some sort of holy book. So we have someone else's religion. Of course, your religion. Oh my God, it's a cult religion. And someone else's religion. Yeah, but the train, keeps going. Here you are. Every one of these religions that are on the same level all have some sort of manual on how to work that religion. And it's called their holy book. And you have grown up with that manual that was placed in your baby bassinet the day you were born. And that manual on how to live your life was also a manual probably in your parents' baby bassinet. And that's called indoctrination. And so in that moment, you are being told a false reality, but it's not malicious. It's just a false reality. That your manual is the best manual. You aren't told that it's just a manual in a library with a whole bunch of other manuals. You are indoctrinated from birth to believe this is the end-all be-all book to live your life by. And so you grow up and you have this religion, and a lot of times your love from your family can get really complicated within religion. Like, you want your mama's love, so you're going to be a good Catholic person. However that works. Or the guilt is so strong, I have to be a really good Jewish person. Like all that kind of stuff. And those are just examples. So there's a lot of complicated emotions that also get wrapped up in religion. And it usually goes with, I want to make my parents so freaking proud of me. So sometimes, and a lot of times after a parent dies, you may have a major trauma. That's like a major trauma to you to lose the parent that you love. And now, if you're feeling triggered hearing this, it's because you're choosing to interpret it as a diss. But it's not a diss, it's just the truth. And so a lot of times your ego gets flared up when religion comes around. So a lot of times when a parent dies, you kind of get set free a little bit. But it's like you're not trying to. And your parent may have never been like harmful or pressure you or anything like that. It's the trauma of such a huge loss will start to send you on a spiritual awakening, an expansion of the consciousness, something like that. If you have a huge tower and everything crumbles off of you, then you start to have a collapse of false reality. And then with that, you start seeing, it's like you can't ignore the insult to intelligence about some things. You feel kind of grody, playing along with like hypocrisy of things. The spirit sort of forces you to see where your ego may have really sucked your own ego dick. I don't know how else to say it. And then you keep having these collapses. You go through all these shame cycles, and the whole time your mind keeps expanding. That's what happens with the awakening. And there comes a point where you get angry and you want to go back to sleep. You want your old perspective back. All of this is too much. You might be surrounded by people who have not been awakened, who have not had the expansion of the consciousness, and people who don't understand that this isn't just a choice. This is something that happens to you. So it can be very frustrating to say, why did this happen to me? I'm losing everything. Why did this happen to me? I can't stop expanding. I want to go back to sleep. You might get to a fuck you, God, why are you doing this to me? Rage at God. So my advice to you, if you're in this spot, is to understand that you are in Jedi training right now. You have to look at it as sort of a military thing. You have been drafted by the universe. You have no choice. This has happened to you. Accept it and just surrender. All right? I see some animal. I just saw some animal just kind of run across a fox might mean something. All right. So here's where you are before your awakening. My religion is the best religion. I'm going to go to whatever your heaven is called. All I have to do is read the manual, go to church, whatever you call it, follow the directions, and just be a good student of this book. Then I'm automatically, getting to the end point after I die. I don't really have to think much because I just follow whatever rules they tell me. Yeah, that doesn't really get you to enlightenment. When you're just kind of following the rules of your club leader and what your club does. And you will have this false reality that it does. But then when you have the collapse of false reality, you'll say, oh my God, everybody around me is still believing their own hype, but I can totally see the hypocrisy of this all. But I love my religion. I find solace in my religion. I love my ceremonies of my religion. Every religion has wonderful things about them and beautiful ceremonies. Then you may freak out and say, oh my God, have I outgrown my religion? Collapse of false reality. So what Spirit wants us all to understand is, so here's that pyramid I was talking about. At the very top is spirituality. This is the big train. There's a big light here in front of the big train. And the big train goes super fast. Below that is another slower train, that has someone else's religion, your religion. Oh my God, it's a cult religion and somebody else's religion, and then it keeps going. All of these are on the same train track. So what Spirit is bringing you to is this big train. Your mind can comprehend the big train. And what the big train is spirituality. And in spirituality, you take the highest vibrational lessons from every one of these train cars that are constantly passing you by, and you leave the bullshit behind. Because every religion has outdated, doesn't make any sense bullshit. So in spirituality groups, you may hear people say, take what resonates and leave the rest. So that's what Spirit is trying to get everybody up to. But take what resonates means enjoy the ceremonies of the highest vibration of your religion. If you go to church, enjoy your church, enjoy your God, but do it in the highest vibration. Because the lowest vibration of your religion, ego says it's the best one, is straight up the stuck-up middle school lunch table. And it's very easy for your ego to plop right down at the stuck-up middle school lunch table with an excuse called your religion. That's the lowest vibration. And that's called putting your ego dick in your mouth and sucking off your own ego. So what Spirit wants everybody to do is accept the insult to intelligence. Accept that, yes, it is indoctrination. And you have had a collapse of false reality. And Spirit's bringing you to the truth. Your mind is so beautiful and so powerful that Spirit is putting you through this process so you can be a galactic agent for the universe, a Jedi, a light worker, what your true destiny is. But you have to have all these lower vibrational false realities removed from you so you can see the truth. And it can be very lonely. It can be very lonely if you are the only one who has been awakened and people around you haven't been. In the end, Spirit wants you, first of all, to never fear God. Whatever God, Spirit, Source, your ancestors, aliens, the Force, never fear it. A lot of these things keep you in spiritual oppression by teaching you to fear God. And that's part of the indoctrination. Spirit wants you to be free, to think your own high vibrational thoughts. God will never punish you for using your super intelligent brain. So I'm going to put, if this resonates with you and you feel completely lost right now, and if you're panicking, oh my fucking God, have I outgrown my religion? And you're in the middle of a collapse of false reality. It can be freaky. It can be like a roller coaster ride too. Just know you are getting activated. And you do not have to give up your religion if you don't want to. Spirit calls upon you to practice the highest vibrational version of your religion, especially specific religion leaders, because there are minds out there that are not like yours that can only comprehend up to here. Their mind cannot make it to here like yours can. And these minds that can only make it to here can easily be mind fucked by the stuck up middle school lunch table of the lowest vibration of that religion. Teaching people to be narcissistic with their religion. Hypocritical. We can do this, but you can't. No, we can be here, but no, your religion can't. Yeah, but look at, you're all on the same freaking track. So once again, I see this clip about the satanic temples. So people would say, oh my fucking God, it's a cult religion. About the satanic temples fight for First Amendment rights. Where these people say, no, our monument can be here. No, because we say so. And so these people say, okay, well, we're going to bring our statue of Baphomet and set it next to your statue. And then these hypocritical people freak the fuck out and throw a huge tantrum. Meanwhile, these people roll in with Baphomet. Now, if you want to study Baphomet, start studying the Knights Templar. They worship Baphomet. Baphomet stands for perfect social order. All Baphomet has to do is show up, and the hypocrites will all unzip themselves and show the lowest vibration of their religion, called the stuck-up lunch table. We can be here, of course we can be here, but you can't. And this right here is the Antichrist vibration. Not Baphomet. Baphomet just shows up with a permit, like he's allowed to do. And these people freak the fuck out. These are the Antichrist vibration. It's called narcissism. It's called the ego is out of control. And it's very clear in this lesson. So Spirit wants us all to watch. In the Satanic Temple is a real religion. It's legal as a religion. And they fight for equal rights for everyone. So these people can stop bullying all of these people. These people have decided in some states, if you or your daughter gets held down and raped by a scary pervert, she is forced to grow that rape baby, no exceptions. These people take their donations and help Women or children who've been held down and raped have an abortion if they don't want to grow that rape baby. Because we all in the United States have freedom of religion. So freedom of religion means we can be whatever one we want here without getting in trouble by the government. We have freedom of religion. But freedom of religion, this train doesn't just go one way, it goes this way too. Freedom of religion means we have freedom from your religious rules. We have freedom from your religious rules, where the of means from. Freedom of religion. You can do whatever rules you want to do. You can force your daughters to have rape babies, but that's against our, we don't have to, that's not our fucking religion. We have freedom of religion. So Spirit wants us to learn about a bunch of these people are going to have a collapse of false reality about the truth. They are the Antichrist. This vibration, this know-it-all narcissism. I'm going to go to heaven oppressing all these people with my rules, my morals. No, we can be here, but you can't, even though they can. So that's what Spirit wants us to learn today. So we're going to learn a lesson from a galactic professor called Lucian Greaves. And he is the spokesperson for the Satanic Temple and about fighting for First Amendment rights for everybody. He don't care what your religion thinks about his religion. He gets to be on the track just as much as you do. You stuck-up snobs. And so does this person. And so does this person. Your train ain't more shiny than everybody else's. And that's what Spirit is teaching a whole bunch of people right now. So we're going to get help from the Satanic Temple and have an open mind and learn this lesson. And the lesson is, are you being willfully oblivious to the truth just so you can sit at the stuck-up lunch table and suck your own ego dick and convince yourself you're getting to heaven? We all know that Satan, the Antichrist, tries to fool you, right? How is the Satanic Temple, open throat chakra, rolling in with Baphomet, with a permit, fooling anyone? No, Baphomet is waking people up to the truth. Baphomet's doing exactly what Baphomet stands for, perfect social order. All Baphomet has to do is show up, and the hypocrites freak the fuck out, and then you can identify them. It's called we can be here, but you can't. When everybody can be here. So Spirit also wants us to watch another video. So we're going to watch the Satanic Temple's protest for First Amendment rights, which means every one of us can be here. You stuck-up snobs. You don't have to take your monument down, no. But scooch over at the lunch table because we're going to sit down too. That lunch table is on our government lawn that we pay taxes for too. That you don't own any more than we own. In the United States, we have freedom of religion. You stuck-up snobs. Religious monuments do not belong on government grounds because we have freedom of religion, freedom from other people's religion. That's the whole reason the United States, no offense to Native American people right now, this social experiment called the United States of America even started to get away from religious oppression. But people are manipulating religion again. This is the Antichrist vibration. This is the big trickery of it all. Teaching you how to suck your own ego dick. And being shameless about it. So we're going to watch all these shameless hypocrites throw tantrums thinking that they're getting brownie points with their God. These people are indoctrinated. And then you will hear this politician say, it will be a cold day in hell when everyone has equal rights. But he doesn't say it that way. He says it will be a cold day in hell when we are forced to put a monument that we don't agree with, something like that, on the government lawn. With no ability to self-reflect that his monument that he's allowed to be on the government lawn is offensive to this person and that person and that person, and has no reason to be anywhere near government. Because the government, we have freedom of religion. So Spirit, wants to remind everybody about when Jesus flipped the tables. He called out the hypocrisy, the tax collectors trying to make money off of holy areas, trying to fleece God, Spirit, mindfuck people over religion. Yeah. Jesus would be flipping this table right now, saying, don't use my name to low vibe and ego jizz all over everyone. So Spirit is trying to pull you into spirituality and the highest vibration. So, and then the second video is going to be a Samantha B video called, But God Didn't Say That. And it's where 4 women sit down and talk about what their religion, well, Samantha is one, then there's a Jewish woman, a Muslim woman who practices Islam, and a Catholic woman. And they all explain what their specific religion, now every one of these cars are represented, we'll say, and they say what their religion says about when a soul enters a body, abortion, and the whole topic is abortion. Because we're all having to live under these people's moral oppression, especially if there's rape or incest involved. And we all have freedom of religion. So these people's religious morals, these people have decided to take precedence over these people's religious morals, who say, that's not my religion. My religion doesn't say that. I don't have to be forced to grow a rape baby because your religious morals say so. That's what Spirit wants us all to learn. All right? So I'll put those 2 videos in the comment section of this reading. And Spirit wants us all to watch that. I will also put another video about the dark night of the soul. Kind of a history of how that term, the poem, everything came about. I'll see if I can find any other information that resonates with this lesson as I'm putting these down there. Now remember, this is all free Soul School. This is all free information that galactic professors have put out there. And Spirit called upon me. Spirit likes me, Supreme Empress High Priestess, because I have good library skills. And I can direct you to different videos separate the wheat and the chaff to where you can heal and move forward and understand what's happening the fastest. And then the last video I'm going to do is Carl Jung's ideas is about the dark night of the soul and projection and what shadow work is. And that's a longer one. So if you're taking your healing journey very seriously and you want to heal the fastest, do your soul school homework today and watch those videos. Now, if you don't want to click the link, I get it. I also put the titles of the videos above the link, and you can copy that and paste it into the search on YouTube, and that'll bring up that information for you. So what I'm doing is I'm on the big train, and I'm using my light to help guide us all into healing energy. Because oh my fucking God, have I outgrown my religion and a collapse of false reality is a seriously hard one to get through. And you may find that you're leaving you've changed vibrations. And I'm going to find a video. Let me see. I'm going to find a video. Just 1 minute. We're going to look at this. So this is your friend vibe, how your vibration is. Now, here's what your group looks like. He's making it vibrate, and this is who you kind of resonate with. And this is what your love light bubbles inside look like. You all kind of have that same thing going on inside. And then you do the work, but the other people don't. And you've changed vibration. So this is what's happening to you now. You're being drawn to a new group of people who vibrate on this vibration. And this is what your love light bubble looks like now. And then you get some more knowledge. You change vibrations again. You can change vibrations with knowledge, with the moon. You change with releasing entities. This is that foggy, hazy time in your life where everything is fucking weird, maybe supernatural, because you're changing vibrations. Now this is that's your new group of soul people. And so Spirit will start showing you people that you will resonate with after you change vibrations. Those are your soul family, your soul group, your soul tribe. And so what Spirit wants us to remember when we say that, here's you. It isn't just you and a bunch of people here and that's your soul family. No, you have, say this is work. This is fun. This is travel. So here's you at work. Yeah, these people are part of your soul family. Here's you doing fun extracurricular stuff, I hear. These people right here are part of your soul family. Here's travel. These people are part of your soul family. You might have people who travel and do the same fun things. Yeah, and they are part of both of this soul family. And they're these people. They go on both of them with your soul family. So you'll have people, your soul family is individual to you because it includes all these people. And Spirit is trying to bring all these people to you. All right. So I think that's the whole lesson for today. So I'll put those videos down in the comments. Peace out. Love ya. And if you're in a dark night, if you're feeling really depressed, if you had a hard holiday, something like that, if you're lonely, I will also put a message from this wonderful guy. He does this amazing pep talk for lonely light workers. And I'll put that in there too. And really listen to what he says. Because you can feel really alone. And you can feel like, oh my God, I understand there's no turning back. And you can feel lost. And my advice to you is to know that if you have had an awakening, you are becoming a different person. The person you were in the past does not exist anymore. You are a new person. And so the person of the past was the caterpillar version of you. And you are becoming a butterfly. And another thing that will set you free is because the caterpillar version of you probably took a lot of bullshit, a lot of abuse, a lot of trauma. Some people may be very angry with the caterpillar version of themselves. And here's what I would like to say to you as the Supreme Empress High Priestess. Always remember, the butterfly is never ashamed of the caterpillar version of itself. The butterfly says, hey, caterpillar, yeah, thanks for dodging all those things that were trying to eat you, flying all around you. Thanks for pigging out so I could have enough energy to go through this transformation. Thanks for stopping and cocooning up. I love you, caterpillar version of myself. And I peacefully detach so I can become the butterfly. And when you can get there, you've made it to Healedville, darlings. Welcome home.